looking at another camera. This is for training purposes. This is just to get used to targeting, distancing, understanding your distancing. What we're training on at the moment is drizzling a little bit. The ground's quite spongy, wet, easy to slide on, very easy. So it's keeping a sound footing. If you looked at the training on ice video, it's important, you know, you're not going to have the luxury of having a nice matted dojo to fight in. The likelihood is that, you know, you've got into a fight, maybe in a nightclub, broken bottles all over the floor, you know, not a pleasant place really. Break falls, you don't want to go to the floor. The other guy might, but you know, hopefully you won't. Again, outside, concrete, you know, these things hurt. They're not used to training on, or what a lot of people are used to training on. Personally, I haven't used mats in probably about a lot of years. I don't see that they're useful to us. Okay, if you're beginning, you know, you want to get used to your rolling, break falling, but ultimately you want to be training on harder surfaces outdoors. You know, with rocks on the floor, so you're more aware of the situation and your circumstance. Anyway, right, I digress. So we're going to look at Bobby no Kamae, which is here. There's loads of versions of it, but we're going to work on this one. Okay. So Paul, this is just really for targeting practice and knowing your distance. If Paul's I'm going to go from Shizen. Paul's going to go from Ichimonji no Kamae. Now, when Paul punches, I move out and to here. Where I'm actually hitting, let me do it this side, is I'm aiming for the bicep. So, here. The reason for this is, so the reason for this is that I'm looking really for Paul's, I know roughly where he's going to hit me. Unless he's a complete moron, which he's not, I know he's going to be aiming to hit me. Not over here, not over there. So if you are doing this, you need to practice. Where your target is here, that's where you're hitting. So if Paul punches me, I know where his hand's going. Going to where my face is. In fact, one more time with that.
Yeah, that's okay.
This is pretty simple. Ultimately, when Paul's in Kamae, this tells me an awful lot. Hands pointing at my face, I know it's coming to my face. Point down here, going to my chest. So because it's at my face, I put my hand where my face was. This is interesting. The balance, because Paul's quite solid this way. That's me.
You have to write that one down.
But he's not so strong here.
No.
So this is understanding people's bodies a bit more, and we can work with this. But again, I digress and keep on doing it. I can do this all day. I don't think there's enough film and enough time on YouTube. But
No.
okay, so Bobby no Kamae. We'll do this one more time. So from here I pivot, if you do this slowly, I pivot on my right foot. And I come around here, punch out. This is sheerly for training practice, learning your distance, learning your target. Again, we're going to do basic block, off, block, and you're blocking 3 points on the whole. Forearm, this is for beginning practice. Forearm, just behind the elbow here, between the bicep and tricep. It's not very nice, you know, you're actually aiming right in here. So, these are the points that you're practicing for. I'm coming back into this knee. I circle my hips around. Here, and block. So nice big circle. Don't leave this hand flapping in the wind. It needs to be up because it needs to be ready for the basic punches with this one. If that one does come through. So it's just being aware of it, ready for it.